investigator can find it, whether it's through an application or not. Who various emails were sent to are usually saved. Very often, if you want to, let's say, type in an address of the person you want to send the email to, it'll automatically know it because this person's address was saved. Email information is often saved. Now, someone's computer is in a network, so let's say a person's working with 10 computers connected to a network. It's possible that these email files are saved on a different computer, so the person has to know about this. And sometimes they're saved in the cache. I mean, where they're saved depends on the application used when using the email, and sometimes even the internet service provider may insist that the email be saved in certain places. It doesn't matter. The point is that sometimes email communication records are there saved on the computer. So these have to be looked for. Also, there are people, again, instant messages are also sometimes saved. The thing is, the actual instant message, let's say a chat room conversation, that's not really saved. As soon as you close the chat room, it is basically gone. The information that is being used and transferred when a person's in a chat room or in some kind of instant message is in the RAM. So it's not saved after the application is closed. But remember, if you're lazy and you just hang around, not doing anything, the computer will say, "Hey, I'm not wasting RAM on this thing that's not being worked with. I'll just swap it out to some saved file." When that happens, it's saved to the hard disk drive, and it can be found. And sometimes some information, incriminating information, is found in these places because the chat rooms where the person is chatting with may be very criminally involved conversation. So this stuff is, again, very important to use as evidence. The idea, however, one point that is important is that if you find a computer that's on and the person's instant messaging, do not turn it off, because you can scroll through those instant messages that the RAM is putting up, but once you turn it off, that's gone. So you may have a lot of evidence that's going to be lost if it's turned off. So if a computer is found on, we don't immediately turn it off. We try to see if there's anything we can save in the RAM. There are sometimes some programs like AOL Instant Messenger or Yahoo Messenger that they save the list of the chat rooms that the user was with. So that's, again, very important. If you can have a list of which chat rooms there are, again, we can see what kind of chat rooms the person was in, and we can also find out who else was in the chat room using other investigations. So that's valuable information. To conclude with ideas of what you should know about computer forensics, you know how valuable it is and why it's valuable. You know how a computer boots up, how it runs applications, what ROM and RAM are, how they're valuable, how they're used in the forensics. Know about the hard disk drive and the parts of it that remember things, the file system, what file deletion is, tracks, clusters, sectors, and you know about the usefulness of internet data and where to find it in the cache, the internet history, also email, instant message evidence, where it comes from, what it is, and how or whether it's saved. Some homework problems for giving you more practice with this information and to make it a little bit better. You remember it a little bit more. You can do these homework problems in the textbook, and there is one more homework problem right here.